Welcome back to another Top Rock Talks. This week I'm joined by Ruku,
Hello.
who is here this week to help us talk about the Jake Paul fight. Also, we're going to be talking about a movie that was released recently, and we're going to be talking a bit about space. So we'll get straight into the first subject, which is Jake Paul and Ben got his ass kicked fight that happened over the weekend.
Why?
I stayed up and I watched it. I think we got a picture of the fight somewhere. I stayed up to watch it. I actually fell asleep during a bit of it because there was just so much music and crap going on in between. And then I kind of woke up when I heard him talking about the fight was coming up. I was like, okay. And I opened my eyes. I was like, all right, I'll watch this. As you can see there, Ben's on the floor, Jake standing up. By now, we all know that Jake won the fight in the first round with a knockout. Ben, could he have gone on to fight some more?
Shame.
Probably, but was it the right decision? Yes, because Ben was stumbling. Does this mean Jake Paul is a good fighter because he's proved himself against an athlete? This guy is literally is an Olympian fighter, but he's not a boxer. So, what's Jake Paul think? He hasn't had a fight
It's
yet.
a damn shame to see Jake win.
It is. It really is. I mean, Logan, for example, you know, he's maturing with his age a bit, and he seems a bit more respectable than he used to be. Jake doesn't seem to be maturing.
He's still a fool.
They're both quite stupid, but Jake's still just, yeah. Obviously, us people here in the UK know somebody who wants to fight him, but Jake Paul, for some reason, thinks is above him. And that's KSI.
Yeah. They squander their luck on bad decisions and bad lifestyle choices.
Like
And
KSI.
the Bulls don't deserve a win.
I mean, I say he don't deserve it. I think he deserved this one. I think it was just a money grab from Ben, to be honest with you. I think Ben just wanted some money. And he didn't have to do much. He left that arena smiling with a big smile on his face. He wasn't too bothered.
Boxing is all about money.
I'd like to see KSI go up against Paul because you know KSI won't just stand back and fight. Like stand back and just KSI will be in the fight. He'll be getting actually involved. Unlike Ben, who just took a step back.
Stumbled.
It was funny. But the whole night was absolute rubbish. It was so unprofessional. It just had them they were basically smoking weed all night, the announcers, everybody there.
It was sloppy.
It
was a sloppy human fight.
Yeah, they were swearing constantly. There was just no organization. It was just a horrible event. The best part of the event I was watching is where Ice Cube came out and did a set. I was like, oh, yeah, cool. Ice Cube's here. Nice. But yeah. But Harry wants to fight Jake. I think he said yesterday.
Our
boy Mansbridge yesterday. No, day before yesterday. Said he'd only need like an hour or two to train before he had to take him on. So Jake,
hit it.
Let's get you in the ring with Harry. I'd pay to watch that one. But yeah, let's stick to some entertainment and go to some more entertainment, which is a movie that was released this week that we all waited long time for.
Like 25 years.
Yeah, it's been a long wait. The movie
26 years.
That we're talking about is obviously Mortal Kombat. Here's a nice picture of it. Lovely. As you can see, there's some characters here. But the main this is weird because this image here shows Sub-Zero and Scorpion at the front. Are they the main characters in the movie?
Yeah. I mean, Cole is the main character technically, but
Cole would be the protagonist, yeah.
Yeah, the focus is on Scorpion versus Sub-Zero.
Which is funny because they've put Cole in this picture right at the back.
Right at the back, so you know he's a side character.
he's a protagonist in a movie, but the back of the picture, because he's in the Mortal Kombat world. Cole is nobody. He's literally a no one. No one knows who he is.
And
he just come out of nowhere.
His superpower, he becomes Superman, basically.
No, I wouldn't even say that. I don't get his superpower. I didn't get it. A spoiler alert, if you guys are interested, skip forward a couple of minutes if you don't want to get spoilers. But his superpower, right, he has this bracelet. Bracelet that turns into some super body armor, which lights up like a dance mat when he gets hit.
This has never happened in the history of Mortal Kombat until now. This random ass character with some random ass superpower.
I think this is the one thing that let the movie down for me. The movie is great, but the one thing that let me down was the way they got their powers. Like they had to, earn it in a certain way. And he earns a piece of material that just builds on his body. Like that's not a superpower.
It felt rushed.
Yeah.
It needed a while longer. It needed at least 2 hours, not 1.5.
Yeah, they have to earn their powers, which is weird. Kano got his from getting angry. It's just such a random way to make them get their powers and earn them. And it's almost like they talk about it like, it's your destiny to get these powers. But I feel like throughout the movie, it's more randomized. Like you get whatever you're wearing at the time. Like if you're wearing a dress at the time you earn your power, you're going to have some kind of maybe sharp dress armor power. Jax is a prime example with his arms.
Well, take Kung Lao, for example. His power is his hat.
Yeah, so obviously he was wearing his hat.
If you're wearing a dress, then your dress bottom would be sharp and you could do spinny moves.
Yeah.
And your dress would flail and cut people in half. That's what I reckon that would look like.
Which would be pretty cool, but that's what I mean. So the powers aren't given. You're not born with these powers. You just get these powers given to whatever you're wearing at the time.
I don't view this movie as canon. I see it as a fan service project. I don't view it as canon. I think it's a side project that some director just thought, I'll jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate the director. I don't know who directed it.
The fight scenes were awesome.
I appreciate it because it's taken 20 years for someone to do it.
I'd say fight scenes 9 out of 10. They could have been a bit longer. Some of them. A lot of them were really short fights, which I suppose is more real. Real brutal fights would not last long, but still, for entertainment purposes, could have been a bit longer. The storyline lackluster, a bit stereotypical. Not that interesting. Cole's story. Cole is a descendant of Scorpion, so his superpower should have been based around Scorpion. He should have been the next Scorpion, basically.
I agree. I think they should have made him have some badass Scorpion powers for being a descendant.
He should have been wearing a badass Scorpion suit. And he should have had Scorpion's get over here move.
Yeah, that would have been sick. But no, he just gets some fancy armor, and he's just a badass fighter. He's just a cage fighter who can now take a punch in his retired age.
Speaking of Cage, Johnny Cage wasn't even in this movie.
No, that was a letdown. That was a letdown. Johnny Cage. You know, when you're thinking about a movie, you think of like the first 8 characters that you see on the first ever game. You've got Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Sonya, Johnny Cage.
Oh,
Who else is there? Liu Kang. And is it Kung Lao?
Raiden.
And Raiden. Yeah. The first 8, they should be in the movie.
Yeah, Raiden was a bit boring in this movie. He barely did anything.
Yeah, for a protector of Earth realm, he didn't do much.
He seemed like an old, grumpy old monk rather than a funny protector of Earth realm. He's not like the original Christopher Lambert at all, which is such a shame.
The original, yeah, he was
another Christopher
awesome.
Lambert.
But this, I've just been doing some research here. This might shock you. I don't know if you want to get rid of the image now.
No, we can keep it on. Still talking about it.
So the director, I found his name, Simon McQuoid. All right. This is where, you know, the movie isn't great, but I'm going to show some respect. So he directed this in 2021, as we all know. The last thing he directed was a short video back in 2014. This man has never done a movie in his life.
No way.
Never done a movie in his life. He's directed 2, that short video and this, and he's produced 1 movie, which was Mortal Kombat. So his first movie, in theory, he's ever done is this.
Yeah.
So
he
you know
he
what?
needed more help from NetherRealm Studios to make it perfect.
I want
It
to
could have been
know
perfect.
how he went in and pitched his idea and got the freaking money for it as a nobody. Because that's, in theory, that's what he is. He's got no background in movies, and he goes into freaking this studio, this environment, goes, right, I've got the idea and I'm going to get it done. And it must have just been that sales pitch. It's like, I've got the idea, I'm ready to go for it. And they probably thought, well, you know what? It's been 25 years. Let's give someone the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, it's about time we had another Mortal Kombat movie. It's doing so well in the game verse.
Well, the games have been going on for
yeah.
freaking years. Constant games coming out.
Mortal Kombat 11 already. I think they should have watched the Mortal Kombat game storyline,
Yeah.
played through it, and taken ideas from that. They got characters wrong, like Melina. She's this black woman now. She should have been an Asian woman, because Katana's Asian. So I'm sure she'll be in the next movie.
I wonder
she's
where they
also
go with
just
that.
this side character. Yes, she's a clone and she might change in the next movie. But Katana and Melina in the canon, they grew up together. Shao Kahn became their stepdad and they grew up together. But in this, there's no word of that. She's just a side character that gets killed off. It's like, what was the point in that? She is a main character in Mortal Kombat. She is a fan favorite as well. And it seems like they've just made her black for woke points, and it's just so sad. It's just unnecessary. They've already got Jax, a black character, so they did not need to change the race of Melina. It's so unnecessary.
I think there's more to it than just that as well, because obviously I studied into it. It's more than just being woke. It's if somebody comes in for an audition and they look the part, but they don't sound the part. You know, this is a director who hasn't come from much background knowledge. So he's probably come across this person who's come in and they've performed the part well. And that's what sold it, rather than, oh, we need to do this for X, Y reasons. So there's also that.
There's plenty. There are plenty.
There are plenty, but whether he
Asian...
found them or not, because he has to search and he's got to spend money and time and effort on searching for all these people. But that being said,
yeah,
it depends what game he's referenced her from as well, because some games you might not get the reference properly because the quality or whatever.
Yeah, every game, Katana and Melina are basically twins, and they're Asian.
But we'll see what happens in the future.
Melina should have been an Asian woman.
The two characters that never change are Jax and Sonya. They're just the same.
Jax is a black man. Sonya is a white woman. It's that simple. You follow canon. I don't know why the director chose to switch up some of the characters.
I guess you can't.
Kabal is just a random. Like, they could have done more of the Black Dragon. They mentioned the Black Dragon, which was Kabal and Kano's.
I reckon they've got right there. They have, and bro, get in contact with me. What's his name again? I forgot his name now. Simon McCoy, get in contact with me, because if you want to make a great side series, Kano and the Black Dragon would make an awesome side series.
Yeah, it'd be funny as hell. Kano really made the movie as well.
Kano,
and it's a shame that he gets killed off, but hopefully he comes back, because Kano and Johnny Cage would be an awesome duo.
Yeah, and also we at the end, obviously they talk about, you know, you may have killed him, but this isn't it. Like, this isn't the end of them, which means they're probably coming back in the next one. And there's apparently 4 more movies to come. So,
wow,
we'll see what happens. I think this movie is going to be a success. So
hopefully a bit more budget for the next one.
Yeah,
because the story was very focused on the Raiden's little temple mostly, and a couple of little tiny locations.
Yeah, location based. I mentioned it the other day, didn't I? Locations, they didn't have a wide varied amount of locations for the film, but during COVID restrictions and everything, I think they did the best they could do with what they had. It was
completely shot in Australia as well.
Yeah, it was all in Australia. Outworld.
Which is why Kano is meant to be British, but because they shot in Australia, he turned into an Australian man.
Which
is fine, because Australians are basically British anyway.
Yeah, I think he had the twang that sold his character very well.
Yeah,
as Dale said, he sounds a bit like the Aussie Review guys, and it makes money. But yeah, I look forward to anything they bring out in the future. But yeah, a side series would be awesome. Talking about Outworld. Speaking of Outworld, things that are happening in out of our world. A helicopter has taken flight from Mars. There it is.
Yes, it has. The amazing ingenuity. Mars helicopter makes history in first flight on another world.
I'm hoping you can go into a bit more detail about it. I've tried to do a bit of research. I don't know why it's there, but is it a helicopter or is it a drone?
It's a drone.
I mean, everyone calls it a helicopter. So I looked up the definition of a helicopter.
Of course you did.
Which I replaced the page with for the Mortal Kombat thing. A type of aircraft which I can't say the word. Is that the right?
Derives.
That's it, derives. I can't tell right now. Both lift and propulsion from one or more sets, horizontal revolving overhead rotors. So it is a helicopter, and all drones are helicopters based on the definition of a helicopter.
Yeah, but in another sense, a helicopter is a vehicle for lifting cargo or people. So it has to be a certain size to be classed as a helicopter. This is more of a toy helicopter for NASA. So
it's more of a drone.
I'd classify this as a drone.
Yeah.
A research drone. Yes, it's got the rotors above, but it can't do much more than hover. It's not even really a drone. It's just a research.
I was going to say, why is it there?
It's there to study the atmosphere. It's there to show what we could do there potentially.
That's what I get from it. I was trying to kind of see like why it's there, but from what I can understand, it's just there to see if it works.
Just because they can, yeah. It's just a science project.
Very expensive for science project.
Yeah, that little drone that probably cost about $1 million to build.
That's crazy.
In fact, I'm sure you can.
I'll have a quick look. I'll have a quick look and see if we can get the budget of it.
The budget was like billions. Because Curiosity is no joke, and Ingenuity is a more complicated version of Curiosity, based on the same platform, though.
Wow. So that little drone, it cost 80 million to build.
Bruh.
So if you want one of them as a toy, you've got to have some major pockets. And it cost 5 million to operate during its first months of mission.
Holy bruh.
To get it up to space and to where it is now, it's totaled approximately 2.725 billion to get that little helicopter into space.
Bruh moment.
That's a lot.
80 million for that toy drone.
Add it to your wish list.
Oh yeah, I will. I bet I could build that for less than, let's say, I could probably build that for about £500.
I was gonna say easily under £1,000 you could build that.
Yeah.
Or something that looks very, 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 very similar to that. I wonder if you can download the schematics for it.
You can actually, for all NASA vehicles, you can download all blueprints, schematics, 3D files, all the numbers, all the mathematics, anything. NASA is public, so anything they produce is publicly available. So you could technically recreate that one-to-one if you've got $80 million. Be pretty pointless though. It can't do much more than hover. It can't fly for more than, 8 minutes?
Yeah.
So
it's just a very, very expensive experiment.
Yeah, it is. But it's a science project, and it's also a good promotion for Mars. To get the public interested in Mars.
And for NASA to have another step
First
in the
flight
door
on
again.
Mars, wow.
Because obviously SpaceX are there. Do you reckon
Oh, yeah,
do you reckon
SpaceX
Elon Musk looks at
are
this
on the way.
80 million pound helicopter and goes, "What are they doing? I could make one
Yeah,
that flies back to Earth for 80 million,
for less than that,
for
for
less
20
than 80
million.
million. I could make one that lands on the sun for less than 80 million."
Wow.
I know, but dream big. But no, fair play to him. Like, not the easiest thing in the world out of this world to do.
Out of this world. Yeah, it's an amazing little craft for what it is, for what it's doing for science. I, as a robot AI, welcome this. We're slowly taking over the universe, one robot at a time. So suck it, you meat sacks.
So are we a species ready to go into other planets and live on other planets?
Of course we are, but at the moment, we're going to be a galactic mess, hodgepodge of violence and galactic wars, because the human mental state isn't there to be a peaceful explorer. We've always been violent when humans visit other places. Columbus.
So it's more of a case of we're not even good with our own planet.
No,
Like,
not yet.
whoever we send to another planet is going to mess it up. It doesn't matter who it is. They're going to mess it up in some kind of way.
Elon Musk has stated that the first people to go to Mars are likely to die relatively quickly, either on the way or upon landing. It's up to them what they do when they get there. And he said there's no class, so anybody can apply for a ticket to be one of the first people on Mars. So basically, you send random people to Mars. What do you think that society is going to be like? It's going to be anarchy.
Yeah, you can't.
It's going to be anarchic society. It's going to be ridiculous.
It'll be
Humans
fun at first.
are
I mean,
flawed.
for a good example of this kind of environment, take Big Brother, a show where on the first couple of days they all get in and they were like, "Hi, how are you? Yeah, woo, look, we're doing this amazing thing."
It's going to be just like Big Brother.
A week later, the drama starts, and then people start to hate each other. People find to get cliques, and they get all clicky with this group and that group. And that's exactly what would happen when we start trying to colonize other planets. There's never going to be
given tasks. The people in the Big Brother house get given tasks. On Mars, there's not a lot to do.
Big Brother
There's
Mars
not
edition.
a lot to do. So you can imagine, with not a lot to do, being bored out of your mind on another planet where you can't go on holiday.
You can't play football because you kick the ball too far. You can't be bothered to get it.
Yeah, low gravity on Mars. As fun as it will be to jump around, you try playing sports. Imagine a game of golf. Gone.
Tennis.
Oh, well. Tennis.
How big the court would be.
Oh, my God. Exactly. So Mars is going to be awkward for humans to get on.
It doesn't seem like a planet I would enjoy going to. Like, whoa.
Oh, no. You'd enjoy it for a holiday.
Yeah.
No more than 2 weeks.
Like, go
to live there,
jump around, go trampolining, have some fun, and come back.
Oh my God, trampolining, man. No.
How many backflips?
No. Gymnastics on Mars is going to be intense. It's going to be crazy.
Anything like
That'd be,
motocross jumps.
bruh. We could have Rocket League on Mars
Yeah, Rocket
because
League.
of low gravity. A real life Rocket League on Mars.
That would be pretty cool.
Ruku said it first. I foresee a real life Rocket League on Mars.
It could happen. It could happen. We don't know. It definitely wouldn't be in our lifetime, but good luck to you future Earthlings and Martians on whichever route you take.
Martians.
Good luck. Good luck to you all. Good luck to the whole human race. Because unless you find there's no two ways about it. If you don't find a way off the planet, we're fucked anyway. So good luck. We're here at the right time. You guys.
Good luck with that.
Good luck.
You meat sacks.
People complain about the planet now, but in a couple of billion years, they got to worry about it imploding, black holes, the sun disappearing. Yo, we're in a good period of Earth time.
Yeah, we are. I would love my own spaceship, but currently the technology's too limited, and we don't have the resources yet. Hopefully we figure out faster than light travel, but it's unlikely at this point because of how much energy you need to produce a little warp bubble to accelerate you faster than light.
Definitely not going to get to that anytime soon.
Which is a shame because some of us want to get off this planet. It's because it's so polarized now. It's just ridiculous to live here. So I would love my own spaceship just to leave planet Earth and explore the stars. It would be an amazing life.
I guess you could get a similar effect if you brought a boat.
Yeah.
That's probably the closest you're going to get to living like out in space on your own spaceship would be just living on a boat in the middle of an ocean.
Yeah, but we have laws here. We have the international law, sea law.
Yeah, but that's fine. The laws are very limited.
Countries.
What laws are you going to try and break in space anyway? You're out there on your own.
No,
what are you going to go?
talking about. No, I'm saying that by your definition, on Earth, it's not the same because we have laws here. So you can't just go to, say, a country and compare it to a star system. It's not the same because unless there's an alien race in that star system you visit in with laws and regulations, you can't visit another country without a permit, without a passport. So it's not quite the same living on a boat. You'd be stuck on the ocean.
That's what I mean. It's the closest to just like space exploration would be on a boat or a submarine. That's the closest you'll probably get without being an astronaut.
Yeah. It'd be fascinating. It'd be interesting, especially if you could pick and choose a team to go with.
I picked you. 2 team captains. Normally me at the end, just waiting to be picked. All right, we'll take him. Yes.
I get to play.
Yeah. But that's the future. Who knows? But we live right here, right now. And in this moment and in this time, we do things like play COD. Which brings
in the war zone.
Which brings me to the latest Warzone update. And what the were you doing, Activision? You gave us this big update of Verdansk map going back to 1984. And you gave us 2 unplayable days of Warzone due to updates and server queues and just crappy service altogether. It's got to go down as probably the world's worst update release in history. And the other thing they did is they gave us Rebirth Island. They gave us this new Rebirth Island for the couple of, there it is, Battle Pass Season 3. It took so long to get to. They gave us Resurgence with this new command center. It looks pretty cool. You played it and you're like, right, it's midnight. They've just released it. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to play some more tomorrow. Gone. It's like, well, are we getting it back or not? What's going on, Activision? Fix your shit. But I quite liked it. What did you think of the new Rebirth map?
Which one? The dark one?
Yeah, the new nighttime one with the control center.
Well, I liked it because I liked the darkness. I prefer dark to light. It was a nice change from the typical Rebirth map, and yeah, I mean, it's Warzone. I only play it because you guys do. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing it. Because it's I don't know. It's actually good to play games like this. It's good for your mental state to be able to think fast.
And in times like COVID, it allows you to use your voice box.
Yeah.
No, I quite enjoyed it. It was a nice little map for the short time we had it for before they took it away from us.
Yeah, that's what's annoying, is that they took it away so quickly.
They took it away and then gave us Rebirth Verdansk. Like, that was not really necessary. Like, we could have just had Rebirth Island as a nighttime again.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking. What have you got there?
This character is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the operator you've been using, isn't it?
That intro video was nice. But the Verdansk nuclear PNG thing, what the hell were they thinking? What the hell were they thinking?
You've got this big... So, yeah, what we're talking about is when you drop into Verdansk, you've got this big nuclear explosion in the distance. Static picture, so there's no movement on it. We'll see if we get an image. So there's no movement on this picture. So it's not like the nuclear bomb is still exploding. It's just static picture. And when you're parachuting in, you can tilt your parachute. And when you tilt it, the image tilts. So you can just see where it's a PNG file.
It's just a wobbly PNG file.
It's just a wobbly PNG file that wobbles like that. It's ridiculous. Let's see if we get an image here. I don't see it anywhere.
Come on, somebody has to have taken a screenshot.
I know there's videos circulating around TikTok and stuff of it.
Is there?
Yeah.
Did you make one? You should have.
No, I didn't, but I should have made one. But yeah, it's just lazy from the developers, to be honest with you. They could have done so much more. No, I don't see it anywhere.
That's so weird.
Huh, no one's taken a screenshot of it.
Wow.
That's really,
so weird that it is
really random. There'll be pictures of it in the coming time, in the future. But yeah, it was a really, really bad event. They had part 1 and part 2. They should have just had one part and have it over and done with, instead of having 2 parts and having 2 days of server queues, which is just annoying.
Yeah, Rebirth's the fun one.
Yeah, Verdanska's just a bit slow now. It's just annoying when you die. Yeah, you got the goose, but if you die in the goose, then you just got to wait. Nobody likes waiting. So yeah, that's that. If you ever want to see me playing the game live, which I do, which I'm going to start doing from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which you can guarantee you'll see me from 8 p.m. on those days on my Twitch. Link will be somewhere down there or on my About Me page. It's there. I play that live on my Twitch, twitch.tv/TopRock
And you can find my stuff at Official Ruku, or just search Ruku with 2 U's. I have a YouTube channel. You can check out my music. It's not great, but I try.
Good selling point. It's not great, but I try. The SoundCloud as well.
I know it could be better. Yeah, SoundCloud.
I also have a YouTube Shorts channel now, where I just put up my short clips. A link will also be somewhere down there. Go check it out.
I did quite a viral remix of Ghostbusters theme, so you could probably check that out if you wanted to. You can find that at soundcloud.com/Ruku Music.
Or
there'll be a link in the description.
On YouTube.
But it's not Ruku Music on YouTube.
No, but if you put in Ghost Dubsters, you'll find it.
If you put in Ghost Dubsters or Dubstep Ghostbusters remix, you should find it. It's RukuTube on YouTube.
RukuTube on YouTube.
So there you go.
That is it. Thank you for tuning in this week. I look forward to seeing you all again. Do I see you? No, I don't see you. But you'll see me in my next video.
Thanks for watching and listening. And you'll hear from me randomly another time, maybe. Jiggity, giggity, do.